Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone who teach and who rule well. Shalom, shalom. And this is Brother Nabala Kodash, back with another lesson. All right. And also shalom to the 144,000 men out there, as well as the rest of the 1/3 that consists of men, women, and children, and the speckled birds that are scattered through all four corners of the earth. Shalom, shalom. And this is Brother Nabala back for another lesson. All right. And, I was just kind of just thinking about, the persecution. All right. I was kind of meditating on that. And, we're in those times, where, they're coming out with all these unrighteous decrees. All right. These grievous, laws and decrees. All right. And why are they coming out with these, these unrighteous, decrees? All right. Eventually, to bring forth persecution, those who believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right. Persecution of the prophets. All right. And the 1/3 that believe, the believers. All right. The book of John, which we'll start with that, because these people are, these, the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is, a devouring fire, man. All right. It literally, devours, our oppressors, man. All right. They're offended by this word. All right. They're offended by this truth. They're offended, by the fact that, we preach and we speak, out of the scriptures, man, and we speak this truth. They're offended, that, we're the true biblical Hebrew Israelites. They're offended, that they're, the Edomites, man. All right. They're offended, that, we live, by the scriptures, that we, show our faith, by not, worshiping, this beast system, but worshiping, the God of the Bible. All right. Which is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right. We're no longer, worshiping, this Baal or this beast system, or we're no longer, ignorant to who we are, man. All right. And only the elect are going to be the ones that come out of this world, man. All right. The scripture tells you, to be transformed, be not conformed, to this world, roughly paraphrasing. All right. So let's get the book of John 15. John 15, because the scriptures tell you, if you're followers of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, that the world, that you will be hated. All right. We'll just start at 13. It says, greater love hath no man than this, that a man may lay down his life for his friends. All right. Which is, that's what we do. All right. Each and every time we go on the highways and hedges, man, we're making our body a living sacrifice, or laying down our own life, not only, for our brothers, who are with, but, ultimately for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right. Making our body a living sacrifice. It says, ye are my friends if ye do whatsoever I command you. All right. And Yahweh Bashim Yahushai looks at us as his friends, man. All right. If we do, what we're supposed to do, you see, and we go out on the highways and the byways and we make our body a living sacrifice as we were commanded to do. It says, henceforth I'll call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth. It says, but I call you friends, for all things that I have heard unto my Father I have made known unto you. That's not what I wanted to read. Salakia. I'm gonna get to the point. I'll just keep reading. It says, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you. Right. Because, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has chosen us, from the beginnings of the foundations of this earth. So we were already ordained to believe, or we were already chosen since the beginning. It says that ye should go and bring forth fruit. Yeah, bring forth fruit, that your fruit should remain, that whosoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it you. He may give it you. The things I command you, that ye love one another. All right, here's the point. It says, if the world hate you, you see, if the world hates you, you see, which we're hated, man. All right. All right, we're not, in the book of Zechariah, it tells us, a nation, not desired. All right, and we're not desired by our enemies, and we're not desired by 2/3 of our people. Oh, nation not desired, man. All right, the elect. All right. Well, ultimately, it's talking about Israel as a whole, but in this time, this truth is only for the elect, and so we're the ones not desired in this time. It says ye. It says ye know that it hated me before it hateth you. You see, you see. So no, the world hated Yahweh Bashim Abishai, before it hated us, man, because Yahweh Bashim Abishai, went on, preaching this gospel, rebuking, you know, um, correcting, man, and speaking the gospel, man. All right, and speaking the truth from the scriptures, man, as the prophets are doing today. All right, speaking the truth, spreading the good news, waking up his people. All right. Um, this is I'm just gonna keep reading. It says, if ye were of the world would love his own. You see, if ye were of the world would love you. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. You see? So the Lord chose us out the world, all right? You see? So we're going to be hated for being chosen out the world, you see? Because we're not part of this world, all right? We're against this world, all right? We're against this world, man. We don't do the practices of Babylon the Great. We don't celebrate these holidays. We don't celebrate birthdays. We don't celebrate Christmas. We don't do these things. All right. So now the people look at us and hate us. All right, because they think that we're wicked when actually we're doing as Yahweh Shema has commanded us. All right. The world calls good evil and evil good. All right. That's how they look at it. It says, remember the word that I say to you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. It says, if they persecuted me, that's the word, persecuted, they will also persecute you. You see? And that's the times that we're in, man. We're in the times of great persecution, man. They're making, unrighteous creeds, banning the Bible. They're, trying to pass the anti-sin bill, all right, to persecute those that are, so-called, speaking, against, the small hats. All right. They just passed they're passing the bill what is it? In Canada, to where, pretty much, people are going to get persecuted for so-called hate speech. All right. And even if you made that, even if it's old hate speech, so-called hate speech, that you talked about back then, you can still get persecuted for that, man. So ultimately, these, unrighteous decrees are made to persecute the men of the Lord. All right. It says, if they have kept my sayings, they will keep yours also. You see? So, that's pretty much what they're saying. You see? Pretty much, what they're doing. They're holding on to the sayings, man. All right. You see, they're holding on to your sayings by, digging back, to your to old. They're gonna go through your old videos, stuff that you posted years back, and you can still be persecuted for it. So, that's what they're doing. You see. So they're pretty much, they're keeping your sayings, man. All right. It says, but all these things they will do unto you for my name's sake. And this for the name, all these things they'll do, they're going to do to us for the name's sake of who? Yahweh Bashim Abishai, because they know not him that sent me. You see? So, ultimately, man, we're going to get persecuted for this, man. Great persecution is coming upon the people. All right. 2 Timothy tells you those who live godly. Matter of fact, let's get that. Let's get 2 Timothy 3 and verse 12. It says, yea, and all that live godly in Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, shall suffer persecution. You see? So those who live what? Live godly, all right, in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, or Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, shall suffer persecution. All right, and those, the true followers Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, those are the ones that are going to suffer, that persecution, man. All right, ultimately, man. All right, the elect. All right. What is Let's get what is a Mark? Let's get the book of Mark 4 and 17. It says no, that's not it. Yeah, it says let's see. We'll start at 15. It says, and these, it says, and these are they by the wayside where the sword is sown. I mean, Slakia, where the word is sown. All right. It says, but when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately and taketh away the word that was sown in their hearts. All right. The hearts meaning the mind. And this happens all the time, man, especially when we're on the highways and hedges teaching somebody, man, when we're sowing the word, into somebody's mind, all right, so they could get that understanding, man, some way, somehow Satan comes immediately and tries to disrupt that situation, tries to keep, that person that's trying to learn, to receive this truth, all right. It says, and these are they likewise which are sown on a stony ground, who, when they have heard the word, immediately receive it with gladness. Immediately receive with gladness. It says, and have no root in themselves, and so endure but for a time. You see? So they receive it with gladness, man, but they endure it for a time. You see, it says, afterward, when affliction or persecution ariseth for the word's sake, immediately they are offended. You see? And that's the truth, man. That's the truth, man. You see, they'll receive it with gladness, man. People will receive it with gladness. They'll endure it for a time. But as soon as you say something that they don't like, as soon as you say something that they have to change about themselves, or as soon as you tell them that you can't do certain things, and that certain things are biblical, man, they immediately get offended, man. All right, they immediately get offended, man. All right, and eventually, those that get offended are going to be the ones that are going to persecute you too, man. All right, when it's all said and done, man, at the end of the day. All right. So, man, that's just part of it, man. We're gonna be persecuted, by those that are offended as well, man. All right, those that, that get offended by this word, man. Especially when you tell them, there's certain things that you can't do. There's a certain order you're supposed to follow in the scriptures, man. All right. I wanted to get the book of Revelations 12. All right, I wanted to read that in the NOT. All right, so we're going to get that. Let's get the book of Revelations 12 and Slacky Revelations 14 and 12. Wait, Slacky. Is it? Let me see in the NOT. All right, because it gets into persecution. All right. It says, let's start at 11. It says, the smoke of the torment will rise forever and ever, and they will have no relief day or night, for they have worshipped the beast and the statue and have accepted his mark of his name. This means Yahweh Bashim Shai this means Yahweh Shem Shai's holy people must endure persecution patiently, obeying his commands and maintaining the faith unto his faith in Yahweh Shai. All right. Now this is getting to those, that um that took the MOTB. All right. You see, and those that take the MOTB, are gonna suffer, with that nuclear fire, that suffer, that second death with that nuclear fire. All right. But as for the saints, we're gonna have to, endure the persecution, man. We're gonna have to endure, the hate. We're gonna have to endure, being ostracized from the society. From, not taking the chip. All right. So we gotta maintain our faith and hold on. All right. And we're gonna be persecuted, man. All right. So through persecution, we gotta endure, and wait patiently, man, for Yahweh Bashim Shai, man. All right. Let's get 13 and 10 in the NLT. It says anyone who is destined for prison, you see, because the scriptures tell you, man, that some of us shall be cast into a prison, right? It says will be taken to prison. Anyone destined to die by the sword will die by the sword, because some of us will be beheaded for this truth. All right. Some of us are actually going to be beheaded, actually be killed by the sword, man. All right. This means that Yahweh Bashim Shai's holy people must endure persecution patiently and remain faithful. You see? So regardless, of us, regardless if we're being persecuted by the sword, or regardless if we die, we have to endure unto the end. We got to endure the persecution unto the end. You see? All right. We got to hold on to the truth. The scripture tells you, man, let no man, what does the scripture say? Roughly paraphrasing, roughly, let no man take your crown, man. So we're not supposed to let no man take our crown. All right. Let's say I got a few more. Let's go to the book of Luke. Luke 21 and verse 12. It says, this is the NOT. It says, but before all this occurs, there will be a time of great persecution. You see? You will be dragged into synagogues and prisons. You see? Some of us shall be cast into prisons. And you will stand trial before kings and governors because you are my followers. Right. You see? And we started off with the John 15:18. You see? He who hated you know they had hated me first. You see? Because we're followers of Yahweh Bashim Shai. It says, but this will be your opportunity to tell them about me. You see? So we're going to be persecuted, for Yahweh Bashim Shai, man. All right? And, we're going to have that opportunity, man, to tell them about Yahweh Bashim Shai, man, who we worship. All right? All right? We're not going to bow down to this beast system, man. All right, and then I'm going to finish it off with the book of Daniel in the NOT. We'll go Daniel 11 and verse 35. It says here, and some of the wise will fall victim to persecution. Right. Some of the wise, and who are the wise? The elect. All right. Those are the wise. It says, in this way, they will be refined and cleansed and made pure until the time is the end, for the appointed time is still to come. You see, the appointed time is still to come. You see, what is that? Habakkuk 2:1? Tells you, for the vision is yet for appointed time. So it's going to come a time, all right, where some of us will fall victim to persecution. Some of us will get beheaded, for this truth, man. All right, that's why. What does the scripture say? Roughly paraphrasing, you'll be tried as gold in the fire, man. All right. So we're going to be refined. We're going to be tried as gold in the fire, man. When these times come, man. All right. This great persecution. All right. So, persecution is definitely coming, man. We're in those times, man. All right. So, hold fast to what you got. All right. Because, the scriptures tell you, he that endures to the end, the same should be saved, man. All right. It's about suffering. It's about, enduring. All right, holding on to this truth. All right, so with that being said, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Bakakwadash. Double honors and to the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone who teach and who rule well. All right, and this is Brother Nabala again with another lesson. All right, and until the next lesson, Shalom, Shalom.